That's something that we are trying to implement at TSU. I'm an older traditional student, and I see that a lot of kids want so much. They want all these businesses, and it's like you haven't mastered one thing yet.
Not one.
So I love the fact that you are putting out there that these kids, if you want to grow a business, this is how you grow a business. This is checks and balances. This is, so that would be very influential if we do put that here.
It's part of what we do with the chamber. We know there are a lot of home-based businesses here, and I'm not knocking home-based businesses, but you won't grow into a business to be reckoned with if you don't get out of the home into a storefront. And so we're not trying to tattle on anybody, so to speak, because we know that if you're in your home and you're selling merchandise or you're creating a business out of your home, you're probably not filing taxes as well. So we're not trying to, get all into your business that way. We're just trying to show you how you can grow your business once you get out of storefront. We spoke to a lady not long ago, and the other thing, we can get you out of your home, we can get you grant funding, we can get you a lot of things, but we don't really have anywhere for you to set up your business here in Fifth Ward. There's not a lot of commercial property, so on one hand we're making strides, but then on the other hand, okay, just pump the brakes for a minute, we're trying to find somewhere for you to go. But on the flip side of that, we have one retail center that they built about 2 years ago. It's right here on Lockwood and I-10. And so Pizza Hut moved into the end cap, and for 2 years, nothing else was there. And so when I asked one lady who really had a good business, I said, what do you think about going into the retail center there? It's prime property, you'll be visible, we'll help you get a grant for some really great signage. And she said, I'm not paying $3,000 a month. I said, what makes you think it's $3,000 a month? Well, isn't that what retail spaces are? I said, I hope they're not charging $3,000 a month for that little space over there. So it's educating them on, what they perceive about getting out of the house into, I'm never gonna make any money because I'm gonna have to spend so much. But if you're in a storefront and you have a great product, you have more visibility and know that rent is not $3,000 a month. And so it's kind of just educating them on, what's really available, and not just out here. What does rent cost? We're about to do a class on leasing for small businesses. East River is joining us to do this class. And so they just need, a lot of education on that. But I'm finding more when I talk to kids who are 12 and 13 years old, and I'm listening to them, and I'm like, that's a good idea. And then when they begin to ramble, I'm like, but how are you funded? And we'll figure that out. I'm like, no, you need to figure that out on the front. But they have some good ideas, so I think the mentoring needs to start in, late elementary school and going into middle school. I think there needs to be some, we kind of have to meet this next generation where they are. We can't impose all of our thoughts and all our wisdom because they have a different way of thinking, and some of it is viable. It sounds weird to us and far-fetched, but they can make it happen with some guidance. So I think in school we need to meet them where they are. They need more entrepreneur classes. And I know that scientists and lawmakers are the decision makers for the world, but our kids aren't being bothered with science, the majority of them.
No.
It's too complicated, doesn't make any sense, and at the end of the day, you're still not making sense. So we kind of have to meet them where they are because we don't want us to get left behind. And so that's kind of, we're doing something in a few months, we're putting it together. It's called Business Week in the 5th, but how we're gonna end it is a Shark Tank series. So we're gonna have anybody who has a business idea, you're gonna come and present it to this group of people like Shark Tank, and we're gonna have 3 winners, and your prize is going to be some funding, and we're going to coach you for a whole year, take your business and move it. And so we're real excited about it, and the community is excited about it. It was just an idea I had, how do we get through to the entrepreneurs? What about Shark Tank? Get some people who diverse, from different businesses, different facets from life, different ages, and here you go. Present your idea and see what happens.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I'll get your information, we'll invite you.
Cool.
Yes.
We'll be here. Yes, it's
Okay.
the film club, we're here. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay, great.